Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Ashley Pfeffer. This one piece of hair has been like this all day. Doesn't matter what I do. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful week. I can't wait to get this thing off. If you follow my personal, I want to say page, but it's not really a page, you might recognize the top of this. I posted it on my own personal profile and said, like, anyone recommend a seamstress, a tailor? I want to like get the top taken off and just make it into a skirt. Well, it has sat around all summer and I thought, oh, I'm going to wear it today. These could not have driven me more crazy. So, hi Kim. Hi Diane. So I can't wait to just like chop this part off and be rid of these things because they will not stay up. So I may actually remove my face from there. It's the last day of celebration. So I don't want you to miss out. If there's anything that's still on your list that's still in stock, make sure that you place that order tonight. I just placed an order and the aspen tree dyes are sold out, which sucks because I wanted to have a second set. Long story short, I had an order that was ready to go in the other day. I thought I placed it. Actually, I did place it. But I used an old card that was in there and it declined, of course, because it's like 3 years old and I didn't get any notification. I'm looking at my bank account today. I'm like, why do I have so much money? And when is this order shipping? So it's all resolved. Hi, Judy. Thank you so much for sharing. This thing looks filthy in the camera. It really is not that bad in real life. So let me put this here as a distraction. Anyways, the aspen tree dyes are sold out. Both foils are sold out. The silver and gold paper, is still available. From what I understand, the Wonderful World paper and stamp set is still available. But I hope that you have gotten what you wanted to get from Celebration because it's over tonight. So that being said, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my reel today. Today is the last day to join Stampin' Up! To purchase that starter kit and get the Making Plans collection. So I was showing this in my reel. So I decided, you know what? Our month ends on a Wednesday, right? So I stamped my little piggy. I thought I'm going to stamp the products that I've been playing with this month. So there's a piggy, there's a gnome with the mushroom, and then there's Yeti. So cute, right? And then I'm going to go into September and I will start my month off strong. September is a crazy birthday month. I have not reprinted my stickers, so yeah, it's looking a little drab. But I so want to do a card destash with everyone. See? It doesn't matter what I do. It just keeps popping up. It's like I'm supposed to be alfalfa or a rooster today. Hi, Megan. Hi, Karen. Hi, Facebook user. I really need to look into how we can prevent that whole Facebook group thing because I will tell you, I did not forget about my piggy giveaway from last week. Facebook is a real stinker about privacy and sharing, which is funny because so many accounts are getting cloned and can I just tell you, you can't see it up close, but my face looks so much worse in there than it actually does in real life. But it was really hard to find anyone that shared, so I am going to look at a different way. Hi, Jen. Your card is back in the mail with the proper address. So I need to figure out a way that I can give these away where I can actually, where there's no privacy issue, because Facebook does not want me to see who has shared what. So I really want to give these away. They will not cost much because they are so thin. A card destash, my friend Kim, is, hello Sherry, I'm guessing that's probably Vermont, right? Can't think of another place that is VT. A card destash is when I part with all of these. Now, I think I'm probably going to hang on to the ones that are the July to December mini catalog, but I mean ones with like celebration items that are no longer available. what I do is I go card by card and people basically stake their claim, but I am trying to come up with a way that makes it fair so we don't have like one person getting a whole bunch and people missing out left, right, and center. Now, these are 2 cards that I actually haven't shared previously. I was making this one. This was supposed to be my Stamping Society project. It's cute, but I didn't love it. And this one was for a masking project. Oh, for the InstaHop, where I shared this card. Speaking of the Stamping Society, our September tutorial is going live tomorrow. So if you are not sure what that is, you can earn it free with a qualifying order. It is like all over the world. So we've got Canada, the US, we've got UK, we've got the Netherlands, we've got Australia, we've got New Zealand. So you can purchase it. You can earn it with a purchase from the demonstrator in your market. You can purchase it outright, or you can get it free as a team member. So my Crafted AF team get it free every month. Whether they do anything with it, I don't know, but they do get it for free. So yeah, I would go through each of the cards and people are going to claim them. But again, trying to come up with a way that that is fair. So I definitely need to get rid of the ones that are from the January to June mini catalog because it's taking up a lot of room. Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much, Karen. That is so sweet. And then look, so there was that full basket, and then there's this one. And this is actually a combination of Celebration. Do you remember my little cows? My hippos or cowpoes. So this is mostly annual catalog, but I need to come up with a system so that people are getting them, because I can mail a card anywhere in the world. It doesn't have to be Canada only. If I were giving away a product prize, like say a roll of ribbon or whatever, it has to be within Canada. I'm just gonna like pin these. Oh, thank you. Love that green window one, right? I did a video on that one. If you follow me on YouTube, you will see, and they're actually right here. So this was the one that I did as a free tutorial. What month was that? I want to say it was last month, like August. It was free with a purchase. So if you spent $35 or more, you got the tutorial and the card kit. So you can see that paper through there. Open it up, and then it says, may your days be happy, your heart be light, your Christmas merry, and the new year bright. And then for the video, I used the Lights Aglow DSP. I just ordered the bundle. The one with the labels and the sentiments. Like, can't wait for that. The other one's gorgeous too, but only has so much money. Okay, so that one you see a very strange sky, a strange snowy sky. I have not done well stamping that house. This is my, oh, Belinda, what did I call it? Like, this house is, it needs some attention. It's for sale. What else? So Stamping Society video will be going live on tomorrow. I am so confused today. This week was my first week with working Mondays again. And now it feels like Thursday, so I'm thinking tomorrow's Friday, but tomorrow is September 1st, so that video will be going live early in the morning. You don't have to get up to watch it, but the tutorial will be available. I did not share a video on Monday because I had just done one on Friday. And I thought, well, there's going to be Friday, and then there's going to be Thursday, so this was the video I shared on Friday. So, oops, I did it again. And I can't tell you, this song just will not get out of my head. So I want to show you a couple things. I've got so much sitting around. So, Festivity Delivered. These are my cards for the first 2 months. So I was thinking, like, it's too late to get the kits for these. But if you were to purchase, say, the, what are we going into, September kit? Like, this was July. This was August. We actually just did this one on the weekend. So these are my 2 cards, and then Tiffany has 2 cards. Because I'm having such a problem holding cards, I don't make all of them. So, but if you joined, these tutorials are in the group. So you would get access to that. And this month, You love the purple tree? Do you love my little Charlie Brown tree lot? Is it cute? This is using those pearlized enamel effects. Birthday month, happy birthday. It's a fixer-upper, yes it is, absolutely. These cards make me want to buy this stamp set. So for the month of September, we're using All Bundled Up, and oh, just so cute. So I'm going to show you my 2 cards. Now, one of them needs a couple of tweaks because we're not going to create it as such, but this is one of them. So I'm going to teach you how I colored that. It doesn't look great in there, but it will. And then this one we will be making, but it won't have all of these embellishments and this sentiment because that is from a different sentiment. I was going to do this and then it was like, oh, that's too many dies. But we're going to do it. The mountains are kind of an if. That's part of the Yeti dies, and that's the Perfect Partners promotion that goes live tomorrow. So if you want the coordinating dies to the Yeti or this birthday piggy, which was my oops, I did it again. Like, so many great dies are going to be available to you tomorrow. To you as a customer. As a demo, we've had them for a month. But we will be doing this one. We just may not have the mountains, and we definitely won't have the sequins and that sentiment or this sentiment. It'll be ones that are in here, but I mean, you're welcome to change that sentiment. But those are my 2. So we got a cute little easel card and a fun little one that shows off some of the DSP, and Tiffany's are adorable as well. So just wanted to show you some of the things that I've been doing. You don't see every project that I make, and it's funny because there'll be the Stampin' Through the Catalog challenge. They'll be like, tag us with your items from whatever, and I'm like, okay, I know I've done stuff with that. Why can't I find any pictures? Because they're part of a different tutorial. So on that note, another one that you may have seen, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you may be missing out, but this is one I did watercolor pencil. I colored with watercolor pencils, and I need to work on leaving some white space, but that was a fun one. And if you don't have these deckled rectangles, you need them. Peer pressure. Okay, so I want to show you one of the cards that did not make it for All Bundled Up, and you'll probably thank me because it would have been a lot of masking, a lot of work. But how cute is it? You like it? So all of their little accessories match the dots in the DSP. And then look at this little heart. Your friendship warms my heart. And then it's a little red glitter heart. Isn't it cute? I didn't do anything on the inside, but whenever I use a card base that is not basic white, I always put a white panel on the inside. Okay, so that is one that didn't make it. So maybe I'll do a video on that one. I love the one that looks, I love that one. Looks so vintage. Well, then you should. They're so fun. Oh, love the gnome. Oh, thank you. You know what? I have to say this July to December mini catalog is one of my favorites, and I know every year we see the catalog and we're like, oh my god, this is the best catalog ever, but this one really is. There's it's so dry. There is very little in it that I don't love. I mean, you can see that bottom shelf I know looks half empty, but Celebration was taking up a lot of room. That's all the mini catalog, and there's more on the way. So I wanted to show you a card that I made. The InstaHop theme this month is neutral with a splash of color. So I went the opposite way. I did a whole bunch of color. Granted, it's all purple, but I mean, it's 3 different tones. And then a splash of black and white. So clearly that one won't work. But this is that Joyful Flurry stamp set. I used some of the pearlized enamel effects in the back. Can you see? It's watercolor paper, and also, I don't know about you, whoops, it's stuck. I don't know about you, but I could not bear to get rid of my, what is it, shimmer mist? Okay, I can't remember. I'm gonna say it's shimmer mist. So when Stampin' Up was carrying these, we mixed it with rubbing alcohol and you spray it. Well, I never went through these 2, and it's so pretty. I just can't bear to get rid of it. I don't use it often, but this one felt like it needed it. Can you see the sparkle? It's almost like little snowflakes. Thank you. What about a video on how to make the piggy? Oh, do you want to see that? We could do that because I'm just feeling chatty tonight and haven't really shown you much other than what I've been working on, and it takes no time. So nothing on the inside, but I made that one the other night, and I actually cut his nose from just a little scrap of the wonderful snowflake paper. And this is washi tape. I made him a little washi tape scarf. I really wanted to make him purple feet, but I did not. And then this is that the snowflake vellum. I just punched a row of trees. So sparkly, right? So let me know if you want to see that. And then this is one I made last night. I've been seeing squirrels everywhere. I looked into it after one almost jumped into my car, and then one cut me off the next day. Like something is trying to tell me something. So I looked it up, and there's so many interesting, so not stories, but there's a lot of significance to squirrels. So I just had to make this, and I know who I'm giving this one to. This one's not going to go in the D stash because it's got a special place. But if you, I think it might be the video that's going live tomorrow. I talked about some backgrounds that I had kind of hanging around that were stressing me out. And it stresses me out because I haven't used it. It's sitting here, but I haven't used it. So this one I've got to use. And this one, if you remember a couple weeks ago, I did that window, like my InstaHop card. I didn't love the way the front turned out, so I pulled it off of there, and now I've got this. But I mean, I can't just use it for anything because I've got this on here. So this background with the Rings of Love DSP and the tree rings embossing folder and die was just sitting around, and I'm like, how am I gonna use this? So last night I get home from work, and tired doesn't begin to explain how tired I am. Like, I'm the kind of tired that sleeping doesn't fix. So get home and I have all this energy all of a sudden, and I'm up till 11 o'clock almost every night, and I thought, I'm gonna make squirrels. So I thought that was cute. If you want to see that one in a video, let me know. But, oh, thanks, Karen. Do I sleep or eat? Unfortunately, I eat. Like I said, I absolutely refuse to go up one more size. Not doing it. Like, way too much. I haven't weighed this much since I was pregnant with my son, and that was at the end, and it's like, nope, not doing it. So yes, I eat. Apparently what was it called? Something with ADHD, and it was like, what was it called? It was basically you don't go to sleep out of revenge. Was it revenge procrastination? Like, you basically do it to yourself to prove a point. Like, you want some quiet time, but it comes at the cost of sleep. So I need to stop doing that. But focus. My little piggy. If you didn't see this, I shared this last week. I made it for the Global Design Project. It got an honorable mention. I forgot how much I don't like that whole getting obsessed with, oh, did I win? But this was so much fun to put together, and it's like so sparkly. I think I showed it to you last week, but it got honorable mention or special mention. So that's those Yeti dies. This little piggy. So Megan, I caught it at the end of your, at the end of the live last week. Can you show us the piggy? And it was too late. Okay, so let me show you. There's not a whole lot of glue holding that together. Better than a stick in your eye, absolutely. So funny story, I went to Dairy Queen on my afternoon break with two of my coworkers. I ended up working through lunch, which just doesn't happen, but it's so busy. So we go and get a mini Blizzard, and I said, you know, you can go and ask for a mini and actually get a mini, because usually what Dairy Queen does is you ask for a mini and you get like this much on top of your cup. So we got an actual mini. We get outside and I'm like, why am I the only one with a short spoon? Like, they have the regular long spoons and I've got this little baby spoon. I said, she knew I was going to hurt myself with it. She knew. Beautiful, cute squirrels. Are they metallic? They aren't. They are not. They are Cajun Craze and soft suede. The bottom part of the nut or the acorn is soft suede stamped twice. You can see I didn't quite get the hand where I was supposed to, but I colored my brushed, what are they called? Brushed metallic dots so that they were a little more Cajun Crazy. I love that. I cannot type Cajun Craze without typing Cajun Crazy. And then I used some of that metallic paper in the mini, and then Cajun Craze cardstock with a little bit of ink on the edges. And then I've got some copper just on the top of the acorn. This acorn always looks like a surprise to me. And then Nuts About You. So I thought it was so cute. Now, let me grab my Design a Treat. Do I have any paper around that this will fit on? It will not fit on your typical mat. It's just a little bit too long, but I think, if memory serves, 5.5 by 5.5 works. I work in education, so not a teacher, but how about polish pink? I can reach petal pink. We work during the summer, but we get shorter hours and Mondays off. And then, now that our summer hours are over, we go back to regular hours tomorrow. We're ramping up for the busiest time of the year. So I'm just gonna say, if you find that I'm not doing quite as much or doing my lives or what have you, it's because of that. I'll definitely be burning the candle at both ends. Okay, so we're going to do the box, and then we need the little, there's an oval, there's actually 2 ovals in here, so that will be the nose. We need 2 sets of the ears, although you really don't need to. I just wanted it to look good on both sides, yet I did not get it aligned. What do you think? When you think of a pig, do you think Blushing Bride or Petal Pink? Because I think every time I have done this piggy, Miss Piggy, I tend to go for more of a petal pink hue. And I want to tell you, these are not watercolor pencils. I just got a box of Crayola color pencils. I was looking into Prismacolor and all these fancy things. I'm like, it's really just a color, like in my planner. And the reason I'm using pencil crayons is because if I were to use blends in my planner, it would go all the way through, and I don't want that. Do you remember what punch I said for the for the pig's head? Blushing Bride. What set is that? This is the Design Oh, I needed one of those, so that works. This is the Design a Treat. I know it doesn't look like much on the outside. And I don't mind taking longer tonight because I know that there's some other people that usually go live that aren't live tonight. So you spend as much or as little time with me as you want. What am I looking for? Design a Treat. 61. Now, I hope that you know that when you go through the catalog, I don't usually start at the back, but you get a second idea in the back. So this one is a card with a little reindeer on there, but if we go to the page, look at that. It'll have other ideas. So cute, right? So a bunny, a reindeer, a bat. You can make like little advent, and this kind of looks like a bow. You've got the numbers. It's so cute. And it's only $67.50 Canadian. And if you only wanted the dies, they're $54, but I'm going to tell you right now, every single time I have only bought one part of a bundle, I have lived to regret it, and I end up spending more getting the missing piece. So, what is the dimension on the treat box? Do you mean like the die, or do you mean this? I will tell you that a Lindor fits in there. I'm going to add a little bit more glue. I'm not sure what else fits in here. I know that that does. We don't have the same kind of candy that those of you in the US do. One of my team members just went down to, I don't remember where in the US she went, but she bought me 2 bags of Hershey nuggets. We used to have them here. I don't know what happened. Hershey, if you're watching, bring them back. But Kisses would fit in there. I'm just going to run this through my Vagabond. So if you're coming on and wondering where I am, I'm just over here. I use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is up there, when I have to, because I die cut so much, I don't have time to be sitting there and cranking it. I use a button. Go all the way through. So when the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines came out, Stampin' Up told us that there were going to be 2 machines. And I'm like, oh, please, please, please let it be an electronic one, like the Gemini Junior or the Vagabond or Sizzix Switch, which is out now, wasn't then. But no, it was the Big Boss and the Mini Boss. But I've had so many issues with like arm pain, and I can't tell you how much die cutting I do. Like my magnetic plate did not last so long. But can I just show you of my my current Craft and Connect? That is one package. What the heck was I thinking? That's a lot of die cutting, and they make 2 cards of each, so everything that's in there I had to do twice. This one doesn't have so much, but if I were doing this with like a hand crank, I'd die. I might actually die. Okay, I'm just going to leave those dies on there, and we'll skip the second pair of ears this time. But this box could not be easier. I do know Ange McKay. I can say that I know her. I've actually hugged her when I went to the last Vancouver onstage, the last onstage that I attended in Vancouver, which is where I'm going this year. And for those of you that follow both Tiffany and I, you know that she's coming too. I was able to convince her. I mentioned it when we were doing Festivity Live on the weekend. I said, you know, Vancouver is only like 6 hours away from you. So she's coming. She's already registered. But yes, I know Ange. She knows me. I have hugged her every chance I could. Her parents actually lived here, but they don't anymore. They are much closer to Ange. I think anyone that hasn't met and instantly loved Ange, I don't know what to tell you. She is the sweetest person I know. You super glued your magnetic plate. I am waiting for my hubby to do that. So if you didn't hear me say, dang it, it's because I spoiled my surprise that it is the ladybug punch that I used. Now you don't actually need the, I was going to say antlers, the antennae. I would suggest doing 2 of them because it'll give you some extra strength, but you don't need those antennas. You could just cut them off, but I'm going to go as close to the edge and then I'll just trim that a little bit. I was looking for a way that a treat could go in there and that the box didn't have to be destroyed in order to get that treat out. So this could probably stay flat, but I don't want it to. Might actually be easier if you punched it with the antennas on there, because then you could just cut that part off instead of kind of guessing where this goes. I will cut it after. Tiffany Almeida, Almeida, Pretty in Paper Crafts. You're still jealous. Hershey Nuggets are, I mean, you can get them with almonds, without. They're, if you follow any American demonstrators, you've probably already seen them. Brenda Quintana is like the queen of Hershey's Kisses, but she also does nuggets. I don't have any because if I did, I would eat them. Just saying. Okay, so before I adhere any of this, I'm going to take, oh, I actually didn't use the face on here. There is a face. You can see that I've only used the For You on here, but there is a face. I just felt like it wasn't all that piggy. I'm going to do, let's do Should we do Calypso Coral? Should we do, I did Sahara Sand on here and I just kind of drew on the eyes and the nose. What a mess. So I can go ahead and at least glue one of these sides. This is still Tombow in here. It just happens to be in a fine tip bottle. Sorry, it would help if you could see what I was doing. Okay, I'm going to bend that one back just a little bit. We can actually glue both sides. Okay, now I would not put my treat in there right away. You could use Tear and Tape or Stampin' Seal Plus if you wanted to. What do you think? Petal, it might. It's too late. I would think you'd have to cut it down a little bit, but I mean, if you cut it in half, I'm not going to pull it apart to see, but let's see. Oh, it just fits. You see? It fits within that. Yes, it does. Oh, almost hung up the die instead of my Tear and Tape. Okay, what do we, let's do Calypso Coral. That'll work. I'm just stamping the For You upside down. Now, when I was first doing this, it was going to be for those little piggies that I showed you, the treat things, and also those pigs that are over there. And I wanted to die cut this so that you could see the opening, but I forgot and I adhered it first, kind of like I did now. I wasn't planning on die cutting it, but you could die cut this little piece and have it as a window so people can see what's in there. Cute. Now we are going to just add a little bit of glue on here. And these ears are meant to fit just on whatever you're using as the head. And then let's just add some more glue. We'll glue these together. Close enough. I probably should have pushed it down a little further. And then what I would suggest is scoring it. You want to see something cute? They match. Actually, the mug that I use at work has that same color too, so apparently I love me some Petal Pink. I actually prefer Petal Pink over Blush and Bride. It's probably not popular, but so where these two pieces, like where that little, I don't even know how to describe it, we're gonna score right there. See that? So you can bend it one way, you can bend it the other way. It's totally up to you. I really should have moved those ears down. And now let's, with my Stampin' Right marker, I am just going to draw my little piggy nostrils on there. And let's do some closer eyes. If you don't have Stampin' Right markers, you could use a Stampin' Blend. You wouldn't get as fine a line as this, but that's okay. We'll put a dimensional for the nose. I am like addicted to pigs. When those piggy dies came out, I didn't even have this little piggy, but so cute. Okay, so let's put this in here. That should be set enough. Now, in order for this to work, we can't have both of these tabs getting in the way. And I know that's not going to make sense, but we are going to tuck the back one down, like bend it back on itself. You could probably tape it down. And then we are going to close it, because what would happen is if we close both, like if we keep them with both, we won't have anywhere to put this little insert. Now, if someone comes up with a better way, let me know. I think it's the back one I need up and this one folded down so that my tab goes in the right place. Clear as mud, right? I know. I was designing this as I was watching a Netflix documentary, and now that's all I can think of. Okay, so then you're just gonna slide it in there. Oh, maybe it was the other way with the... Anyways, you're just gonna slide it in. You're not sliding it down, but slide it in and then put it up. Now, if you had the front one, then you would have that tab sticking up and you wouldn't be able to see the nose. Does that make sense? Do you want me to show you? No, I can't get it out. So you're just pulling it out. So let's reverse it, and I'll put it the way I had it the first time. Close it. And you saw that was enough to keep it closed, just having the one tab up. Probably because the two sides cross over. So now I can't put it in the front because the tab is in the way, because it comes up this way and then up. So now I would have to stick it in the back, and he ends up with a flap, and it doesn't stay closed very well. Does that make sense? It's too tight. Can't you just put the head? No. You know what I'm going to do today. Nice. Okay, so let's get it back the right way. So tuck the front one in, back one up. See, tear and tape would work better. I'm not going to attempt that at this late stage in the game, but tuck the front one down, back one up, put one tab down, the other tab down, and tuck this in. Don't try and like get it to go down. If you try and force it, you'll end up kind of damaging the end. So if you push it down towards the back, come on. Did I put the wrong way? I switched it, right? Of course it's not going to go in. I did do it the right way. I'm just not pushing. There we go. So if you wanted to glue it, that's fine, but then just know that they're going to have to rip it to get it apart. So, I mean, you could put a little bit of seal or maybe a glue dot where you've like put it on your clothes a few times so that you get it not as sticky. And it's kind of facing forward, but it's so cute. So let me know which is your favorite. Do you like the Petal Pink or the Blushing Bride? Team Piggy, which one are you? BB or P? No. Are you Blushing Bride or Petal Pink? Oh, they're so cute. See, I have to go with Petal Pink every time. Right? Oh, it looks so much better up there. You probably could cut the tab off. You could. Oh my god, my face looks horrible in there. I'm telling you, it doesn't look that bad in person. Blushing Bride, Blushing Bride. Okay, you know what? I am okay if I'm the only one that loves Petal Pink. More for me. So I think that's it. Make sure that if there's anything you want from Celebration, you've ordered it. Place that order. I think overseas, your Celebration is already over, but overseas, you know about the new weekly specials. There was something in our weekly email that comes to demonstrators. Succeed Weekly. It comes every Tuesday. And it talked about how each week in September, there is going to be a special. So stay tuned for that. We don't have any information yet, but it's August 31st. So I guess we don't need to know until tomorrow. But remember, those perfect partners are available everywhere tomorrow. Yeti dies, Piggy dies, the Apple Blossom dies, the Waterfall Canyon dies, a whole bunch of them. They coordinate with stamp sets in the mini and the annual catalog. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. If you're in Canada and are not yet working with a demonstrator, I would love to work with you. And don't forget that if you're considering that starter kit, do it today because you get this planner. And because we've had such a great promotion this month, there's probably not going to be one for a few months. Now, honestly, the starter kit is the best deal anytime because you're getting $30 in free product. You get free shipping. You get a previous paper pumpkin kit. You get so much stuff. You get your discount. So much great stuff. And as a perk, my team, we just had a bingo, and I was surprised there weren't more that attended, but it was like a team recognition bingo. I was thanking them for sticking with me, and 6 people ended up playing. I have more than that, but only 6 played, and there were 6 prizes, so everyone won something, and it's a dollar amount. You're not winning like an old retired stamp set that I have, or I mean, some got Celebration, but that was on top of their prize. So say they got a $50 CSV prize, they got to choose what that was. They can go over and then just pay the difference. So if you're looking for a team that is across Canada and has fun and challenges and you get appreciation, I mean all the time, but special like that every now and then contact me and get your planner. Okay, so that is it for tonight. Thank you. You have a great rest of the week too. I wish we would get a really pretty pink. It is too brown, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty, but I want like, was it powder pink? It left the year after I joined. It was a very pretty pink. Yeah. I don't have anything that's quite that pink. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, I am going to go get to die cutting my gnomes so that my Craft and Connect can go in the mail soon. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you soon, my crafty friends. Bye.